Yeah, this is so bugged. This is so bugged right here. This whole story with Cosby, and especially with one of the latest accusers, this white woman here. No, this is a black woman. You know who that is? That's the so-called the Uber model, supermodel. Um, what's her name? Oh, Beverly Johnson. Yeah, supermodel. That's how super she is. Don't really remember her name, but most of y'all do. Beverly Johnson and this Peter Nygaard. Peter Nygaard. Now, I must admit, I didn't really know anything about this Peter Nygaard until I saw this particular video here. And don't be a hater, you know? So this video here, you can see it right there. Black accuser, right, at Beverly Johnson, one, dating a Snow King. It's like a white, a Snow King accused of worse sex crimes than Cosby. Did you know? Must admit, I didn't know. Now, we have our issues with Bill Cosby. You know, just, you could say intellectual issues or certain differences of opinion, and haven't had an opportunity to, speak to him, about these things, nor do we even seek an opportunity to speak to him. You might agree with someone most of a percent, but maybe in a 1% or a 10% or a 25% or even a 40% you don't, but 60% you agree, basically, that Bill Cosby is what Irritated Genie even said was a good Negro. He's a good Negro. But why is this happening to this particular good Negro? That's what we want to know. Shakama on his, The Truth About Bill Cosby, his YouTube channel, I think he really, presents a lot of facts and evidence. Also a clip from another model that testified that she also was, enticed to be a false witness against Bill Cosby, similar to these sex crimes, allegations of rape, so forth and so on. So he's already been lynched, right, by the witchcraft so-called media, right? And here we have Beverly Johnson in her starring role playing a white woman, playing the role of these other so-called white feminists. And this is key. This is key. One, don't think we're in a so-called gender war. All right. This is part of the satanic ritual that's come down on humanity in these last days and time. But let's get straight to the point to Peter Nygaard. All right. Peter Nygaard. So I did a little research. I looked up Peter Nygaard. Peter Nygaard. First I spelled it as Nigard, but actually it's Nygard. And when the first videos came up was Louis Farrakhan defending him. Some stuff happened in Bahamas. So brothers and sisters who are from the Bahamas area, I'm looking forward to finding out what what you've heard about this situation. I don't want to just, condemn anyone without having any evidence, right, unrighteously. But it's very strange, extremely strange that Beverly Johnson's white boy or Snow King or Peter Nygaard, right, has been accused, right, and there's a lot of evidence. It's things like trafficking. But then I thought that was all of it. But he's very much into this stem cell thing and this fountain of youth thing, where they need to get embryos and, aborted fetuses and other things, human body parts, in order to try to find this key to the fountain of youth. This old dream of some Europeans. You know what I'm saying? This is what's really strange about it. So I'm just doing a little brief video right here, just to share with y'all, and also to hear from y'all that might have some more, to this right here. I know that this is a witch hunt, and it's really unfortunate that so-called black people, don't stick together, especially where's the evidence? Years later, he kind of raped you, but he didn't rape you. He raped you with some herbal remedy kind of a thing. Come on now. I mean, I know Wendell Williams always says to like marry good and marry some white boy. I'm talking about Wendy, so-called Wendell Williams and everything like that. So she's already come out against Bill Cosby, and I try to watch some of her stuff, and so feeble-minded. I was like, oh my goodness, just get to the point. Y'all might be saying that about me, and what about what I'm saying. So just go elsewhere. I wanted to say it in a little more expletive, deleted language, but this is a really serious issue. What is this whole thing about this stem cell stuff that's going on, right? What is this whole stuff about Peter Nygaard? Now, if you go on the internet, right, as I did right here, let's see if we can get to this page right here. He's a fashion, he's so-called fashion designer. This is one of the pics right here. He's a fashion designer. And you can see him here in this picture right here with some of the so-called, I guess they call these women beautiful in a sense. It's not really real beauty, but it's a part of the whole, white supremacy, basically, if you come down to it. And it's so interesting how we would join the side of those who really haven't done nothing for us. Look at this one over here. Look at that flag right there. You know what flag that is? Y'all don't know what flag that is? Okay. Let's see if we can click on some of these. These windows are not opening up. Right? They could be listening. Hope they are listening. Okay. Anyway, we're going to get back into this in a moment when we can bring open some of these other windows right here. This thing seems to be slowing down and everything. All right. So if you got any more information about this Peter Nygaard, the stem cells, what's your views on it? What about this, that, Beverly Johnson's involved with someone who, is accused of, what he's accused of. And on the record, he's about changing laws in time, using that money, using the God of the world to get his own way. Well, could he be one who's behind that? This witchcraft, this thing against Bill Cosby, since what Bill Cosby is seeking to do is to, give good advice to his people to break free of that white daddy, that massa, while some of the trauma-based mind control sex slaves, are too caught up in this, and because they so-called look pretty or beautiful, or what you think is pretty or beautiful, all made up, all faked up by ones like this who's into that fashion, making these images, right? Could it be something to that effect right there? Anyway, this is not my best vid on the subject matter, but I'm going to come forward with this again. If you got anything to say or share, please do. And, pray for Bill Cosby and others who are victims. A lot of us are victims of this. But who is the victimizer? Is he the man in the middle? Is she?